Hey guys, Sailor Sam here to talk about foundations. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I realize seriously I'm working this whole sailor thing right now completely unintentional. The blue stripes horizontally and then the red lip. I don't know, something came over me. Sailor Sam, it's my name for the video. Okay, so I'm making a video today on my favorite foundations, some more so than others. These are ones that I just generally reach for, and obviously I'm going to tell you about the ones that I really love and the ones that I less love. Yeah, so let's get going. I'm going to start with this, and this is the Lea Wally Triple the Solution BB Cream. This is what the packaging looks like. I used to use this BB cream all the time, and then I realized it's too dark for me. I don't know what has been going on, but I feel like my skin used to be a lot darker, and over the years I stopped going in the sun and I started using a ton of SPF, and now I feel like I'm mega white and this just doesn't match me anymore. I got this a while ago and it's almost empty, and I used to use this all the time, but now I feel like I have to bring it all the way to my breastplate. You know, I have to bring it all the way down past my collarbone for this to even work for me because it's so dark. But I used to love this. There's a couple downfalls. Number one, you can only get this online, nowhere in the States do they sell this in stores. If they do sell it in stores, it's friggin' news to me because I have searched all over the place. Well, I was searching all over the place before I bought this. But I don't believe that they sell these in stores. Two, there's only one color. This is one color, so if you are not in this color or within a workable range of this color, you're SOL, because this does not come in any other colors. So you have to be an NC20, NW20, really NW20. This is who this would work for. Maybe even NW25 if you're referring to matte colors. But I really do love this BB cream. It is amazing. If you can get this and this works for you, definitely try it out. All the products I'm going to talk about in this video I'm going to link below. For a BB cream, I would say that this definitely gives you a medium to almost full coverage coverage, if you can believe it. For me, I put this on, it covers everything. No blemishes come through, nothing. So I want to say medium to full coverage on this one. The next are two different products, but they're the same product. These are both by Laura Mercier. These are the Tinted Moisturizers. This is the regular formula Tinted Moisturizer, and this is the illuminating formula. This color is in Porcelain, and this is in Bare Radiance. Now, when I'm feeling like I want a nice glow to my skin, what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this, just a dot, and then I'll mix it in with this, and it just makes my skin just radiant. It's so beautiful. This is the perfect tinted moisturizer for on the go. You just squirt a little bit in your hand, rub it together, boom boom boom, on your face, down your neck, and it is finished. But it's done. It's quick, just like that. If you have problematic skin, you have some blemishes, that kind of thing, these products probably are not going to be good for you. These do not have a ton of coverage. These are more for evening out your skin tone. You can layer this with a foundation, a powder foundation, which I'm going to get to next. That does help with the coverage, but if you're just looking for a one-step foundation kind of thing, this is not going to be the product for you. But if you're just looking for a little bit of SPF, a little bit of evening coverage, to even your skin and get you some coverage, this is definitely the product. This is amazing, and this is my holy grail tinted moisturizer. Now, when I'm looking to add a little bit more coverage from this, but I don't want to go heavy with the foundation, what I'll do is I'll switch to these. Yay! Okay, these are my Serenity and Scott Pressed Powder Foundations. These are my two colors that I use. This is in the color Fairest, and this is the color Fair. I did get a new one of Fair because look at mine is pan-orific, and Fair is a little bit darker than Fairest. I find that Fairest actually matches me a little bit more. I'll use this on the outskirts of my face, and I'll use this under my eyes, on my forehead, on my chin. This is T-zone, and this is more outskirts of the face. This is the best powder foundation that exists on the market today. If you guys have not tried or heard of Serenity and Scott, you need to get on the bandwagon. Every person that I've ever forced to try this powder is in love with it and has purchased it. I kid you not, this is amazing. And like, you can use it threefold. One, you can use it as a setting powder. Two, you can use it as a powder foundation. So only use maybe a moisturizer or a primer on your skin, and then take a flat top kabuki brush, a big powdery brush, however you like to apply powder foundations, and you can just buff it into the skin or tap it onto the skin. So, and it just creates a beautiful finish. You can also use it as a mattifying blotting powder, because then it keeps your T-zone nice and matte. And this powder foundation does all of that without looking cakey. When this stuff hits your skin, you can't even tell it's there. It is amazing. Amazing. You have to try it. You guys have to check it out. You have to check it out. Click that link. Do it. These powder foundations can legit give you a medium coverage, and I think you could actually even get maybe a full coverage foundation. Like, you can get full coverage out of these too. You can do it light if you dust it on, medium if you kind of pack it on a little, and then full if you buff it on. So yeah, this is uber versatile. Okay, there's a hair on my face and it's driving me crazy, guys. Like, it's growing me crazy. Oh. And what's that on the floor? Why is there a peanut on my floor? My husband's such a pig. Anyway. Okay, this next foundation is fabulous in so many different ways and really doesn't need much of an introduction. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. My color is in 117. This foundation is light as air, goes on, gives you a super airbrush finish. When this foundation is paired with an F80 by Sigma or a beauty blender, or like the Precision Face Sponge by Real Techniques, I'm not sure what it's actually called. This goes on like skin. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. It is amazing for photo photography. This does not react with a flash. It does not create a flashback. Anything with SPF is going to create that white cast on your skin. This has no SPF in it, hence it looks beautiful in photos. Prom, a night that you go out with girlfriends, you know you're going to be taking lots of selfies, weddings, all that good stuff, formals. This is the foundation to use, and this gives a flawless finish. So, so beautiful. I don't wear this foundation enough. That's all I'm saying. You know, I just should be wearing it more. This foundation, I would say, gives you a medium coverage, and it can be builded. It can be builded up. I'd say that this foundation can be built up to a full coverage, but I'd say it can be sheared down to light, and for the most part I'd give it a medium coverage. Okay, this next foundation is by Dior. It's called Dior Skin Forever. My color is 010. This is an amazing wintertime foundation. First of all, the packaging. Can we talk about the packaging? It is so elegant. I love Dior's packaging, and I love how it's kind of like bluish. I don't know, it's got this like blue top. I don't know. Okay. So this foundation is so beautiful. It has SPF 25. It will protect you from the sun. This foundation, unfortunately, has the worst flashback I have ever seen in my entire life. Out of every foundation I have ever used, this makes me look like Casper the Ghost. Like, last year when I was in Florida, I was wearing this foundation, and every photo that was taken of me that I was wearing it, it was like my skin was like crystal white. It was craziness. Aside from that, this goes on super, super nice, and it looks like real skin. You only need like one tiny little pump. First of all, it's got a pump, which is dynamite. You need one tiny little pump of this, and it covers my whole face. You can shear this out as a medium coverage foundation, or you can really build this up and it's totally full coverage. This is a beautiful, beautiful product. I love this foundation so much. Like, I'd kiss the bottle if I didn't think it was gross. Yeah, okay. So I love this. Dior Skin. Dior Skin, perfection, amazingness, lovely. I can see a line here. Oh, I think I'm about halfway done with this foundation. Okay, so this foundation is the YSL Touche Eclat. I don't know. People always correct me on how to say it. I'm from New York, people, okay? Don't expect too much out of me pronouncing this word, okay? The YSL Touche Eclat Illuminating Foundation. Okay, this has an SPF of 19. I love this foundation so much, guys. First of all, packaging is absolutely beautiful. It's YSL. Okay, so let's be snobbery. Let's drop the name. YSL foundation. Horribly expensive. Horribly expensive. But this is amazing. This makes you look like you have the most perfect, beautiful, flawless skin ever. This foundation, I would say, is about a medium coverage. It can be built to full coverage. And it looks like beautiful, dewy skin. It gives you a radiant look. It's definitely not great for people with oily skin because it will break down, and you know, especially in the T-zone, this will break down. This does not have great coverage or lasting power if you have super oily skin. So if you have a combo to dry skin, this is a really great formula for you. This makes my skin look amazing. Like whenever I wear this foundation, people are like, oh my god, you look so young. And I love to hear that. I mean, who doesn't love to hear that? People are just like, what are you wearing on your skin? Wow, you look so young. I absolutely love this. I love to pair this with the Radiant Concealer pumpy thing, the little gold tube thing. This foundation is absolutely beautiful, and this was my favorite upper echelon, top of the class foundation until this next one. So, as much as I love you, YSL, you have been beat out. You've been dethroned by somebody. Yeah. And my #1 foundation, this right here. This is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and my color is in Mont Blanc. Alright, so I've been using Nars Sheer Glow for about 1.5 years now, and I use the color Duvel. Here, let me grab it. I was using the color Duvel all along, and when I went to the makeup show last week, the guy at Nars, who was amazing, he says, oh sweetie, that's too yellow for you. That oxidizes, that's too yellow for you. You need to try Mont Blanc. And I'm like, okay. So you can see the color difference here. This is definitely a little bit more neutrally pink, and this is definitely more yellow. So I have been wearing this for the last week. Oh my god, it has changed my life. This foundation is amazing. I'm wearing it today. It matches my skin like no foundation has ever matched my skin in my entire life. This foundation color was made for me. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love you. I love this foundation. It is so good. I set it with a powder. It's got a beautiful dewy finish. It's so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. I literally use one pump of foundation on my hand, and that covers my whole face. I don't have to bring it like all the way down my collarbone because it actually matches. Like you guys can see, like my face and body actually match, and it's gorgeous. It is so beautiful. The foundation is a medium coverage. I don't really think that you can build it up to a full coverage, or at least I haven't. Well, I don't really build up things to full coverage anyway because I don't like full coverage. It is so beautiful. I have been using it either with a Real Techniques buffing brush or the Sigma F80, and it makes my skin look like there's no makeup on it, and it looks luminous and just balanced and even and beautiful. What a beautiful foundation. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, that is my top favorite foundations that I use, that I grab for every day. Every one of these foundations you can actually get a sample of at Sephora or at your local, you know, JCPenney's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, whatever store sells them. You can get samples of these foundations, except for the Leo Welly. The Leo Welly you can only get online. So that's one of those foundations that, you know, unfortunately you can only get that way. So, you know, if you try it out, you have to buy it. But if you wanted to try any of these foundations, you can go into Sephora. Let me show you guys what the little samples look like, because it surprises me when people they don't know that they can get samples at Sephora. When you go in there, you just say, hey, I want to try out this foundation. They'll color match you, and they'll give you one of these little tubs. Now these tubs can hold 1 to 2 weeks of foundation depending on how much you use. Now if you take a clean finger and you just lightly tap the top of where the foundation is and you put it on the back of your hand, this foundation will last you 2 weeks. And seriously, no one says that you can't go in there once every 2 weeks and keep getting samples. I mean, really. I mean, come on. If you want to be like that about it, you can do it. There's no shame. These foundations are absolutely beautiful. I'd say try them out before you buy them. They are pretty pricey. They are pretty pricey, unfortunately. I don't really like drugstore foundations. I have tried a dozen drugstore foundations: Maybelline, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Wet n Wild. Tried so many, and I haven't been able to find any that I really like. So I'm a high-end foundation girl, fortunately. You know, I can do drugstore mascara, drugstore eyeliner, drugstore blush, drugstore eyeshadow, drugstore foundation. Not so much. If you guys have any questions about any of these foundations, any recommendations you want from me, just comment below. If you found this video helpful, just go ahead and give it a big thumbs up because that really, really helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!